Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Russian Sari. चैप्टर 6 इवोल्यूशन। बड़ा ही अजीब चैप्टर लगता है मुझे तो। मतलब आई फील लाइक कि कभी भी कुछ भी कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट हो सकती है इस चैप्टर में। मुझे तो भारी आवश्यकता है इस चैप्टर की बहुत अच्छे से प्रिपरेशन करने की। पता नहीं किसी को इजी लगता होगा तो कमेंट में बताना किसको इजी लगता है नहीं लगता। मुझे तो बिल्कुल इजी नहीं लगता। मैं काफी बार रीड कर चुकी हूँ, इसको समझ चुकी हूँ, रट चुकी हूँ। इवन आफ्टर दैट इसके क्वेश्चन मुझे धोखा दे देते हैं। शुरू करते हैं बिना देरी लगाए। एज चैप्टर ऐसा है जो हमारे खुद के पल्ले नहीं पड़ता। वह पल्ले पड़ता है, ऐसा नहीं है पल्ले नहीं पड़ता, बट थोड़ा दिक्कत तो करता है। First is origin of life. Evolution of life forms a theory. What are the evidence for evolution? What is adaptive radiation? Biological evolution, mechanism of evolution, Hardy-Weinberg principle, a brief account of evolution, origin and evolution of man. Evolutionary biology is the study of history of life forms on Earth. What exactly is evolution? To understand the changes in flora and fauna that have occurred over millions of years on Earth, we must have an understanding of the context of origin of life, that is evolution of Earth, of stars, and indeed of the universe itself. What follows is the longest of all the construed and conjectured stories. This is the story of origin of life and evolution of life forms or biodiversity on planet Earth in the context of evolution of Earth and against the background of evolution of universe. Okay, origin of life. When we look on stars on a clear night sky, we are in a way looking back in time. Stellar distance are measured in light years. What we see today is an object whose emitted light scattered its journey millions of years back and from trillions of kilometers away and reaching our eyes now. यानी बहुत टाइम से चल रही है वो और बहुत लंबा डिस्टेंस कवर करने के बाद हमारी आंखों तक पहुंचती है. However, when we see object in our immediate surroundings, we see them instantly and hence in the present time. Therefore, when we see stars, we apparently are peeping into the past. The origin of life is considered a unique event in the history of our universe. The universe is vast, relatively speaking. The earth itself is almost only a speck. यानी सिर्फ एक धब्बा है. इतना बड़ा यूनिवर्स है कि उसमें एक दाग के फॉर्म में कंसीडर कर लिया गया है अर्थ को. द यूनिवर्स इज वेरी ओल्ड, ऑलमोस्ट 20 बिलियन ईयर्स ओल्ड. पूछा जाता है huge cluster of galaxies comprise the universe. Galaxy contains star and cloud of gas and dust. Considering the size of universe, Earth is indeed a speck. The Big Bang theory attempt to explain to us the origin of universe. It talks of a singular huge explosion unimaginable in physical terms. The universe expanded and hence the temperature came down. Hydrogen and helium formed sometime later. The gases condensed under gravitation and formed the galaxies of the present day universe. In the solar system of the Milky Way galaxy, Earth was supposed to have been formed about 4.5 billion years back. There was no atmosphere on early Earth. पहले अर्थ पे भी एटमॉस्फेयर नहीं था. वाटर वेपर, मीथेन, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड अमोनिया released from the molten mass covered the surface. The UV rays from the sun broke up water into hydrogen and oxygen, and the lighter H2 escaped. Oxygen combined with ammonia and methane to form water, CO2, and others. The ozone layer was formed as it cooled. The water vapor fell as rain to fill all the depression and form oceans. Life appeared 500 million years after the formation of Earth, that is almost 4 billion years back. Did life come with outer space? Some scientists believe that it come from outside. Early Greek thinker thought unit of life called spores were transferred to different planet including Earth, जो कि ऐसा नहीं था. Panspermia is still a favorite idea for some astronomers. For a long time, it was also believed that life came out of decaying and rotting matter like straw, mud, etc. This was the theory of spontaneous generation. Louis Pasteur, by careful experimentation, demonstrated that life comes only from pre-existing life. He showed that in pre-sterilized flasks, life did not come from killed yeast, while in another flask open to air, new life organism arose from killed yeast. Spontaneous generation theory was dismissed once and for all. However, this does not answer how the first life form came on Earth. Operin of Russia and Haldane of England proposed that the first form of life could have come from pre-existing non-living organic molecule, example RNA, protein, etc. इस पे भी क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है. उन्होंने क्या दिया कि प्री एग्जिस्टिंग नॉन लिविंग ऑर्गेनिक मॉलिक्यूल से लाइफ जो है वो बनी है, एंड दैट फॉर्मेशन ऑफ लाइफ वाज प्रेसिडेड बाय केमिकल इवोल्यूशन, दैट इज फॉर्मेशन ऑफ डाइवर्स ऑर्गेनिक मॉलिक्यूल फ्रॉम इनऑर्गेनिक कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट. द कंडीशन ऑन अर्थ वर high temperature, volcanic storm, reducing atmosphere containing CH4, NH3, etc. In 1953, S.L. Miller, an American scientist, created similar condition in laboratory scale. He created electric discharge in a closed flask containing CH4, methane, H2O, NH3, and water vapor at 800 degrees Celsius. He observed formation of amino acid. In similar experiment, others observed formation of sugar, nitrogen base, pigments, and fats. Analysis of meteoroid content also revealed similar compound, indicating that similar processes are occurring elsewhere in space. With this limited evidence, the first part of the conjectured story, that is chemical evolution, was more or less accepted. We have no idea about how the first self-replicating metabolic capsule of life arose. The first non-cellular form of life could have originated 3 billion years back. There would have been giant molecule, RNA, protein, polysaccharide, etc. These capsules reproduce their molecule. Perhaps the first cellular form of life did not possibly originate till about 2000 million years ago. These were probably single-celled. All life forms were in water environment. Only this version of a biogenesis, that is the life form of life, arose slowly through evolutionary forces from non-living molecules, is accepted by a majority. However, once formed, how the first cellular form of life could have evolved into the complex biodiversity of today is the fascinating story that will be discussed below. Evolution of life forms, a theory. Conventional religious literature tell about the theory of special creation. This theory has three connotations. One, that all living organisms, species or types that we see today were created as such. पहली तो ये बना दी कि भाई जो जैसा बना है ऐसा ही है, ऐसा तो नहीं है, बस सी बात है. Two, that the diversity was also the same since creation and will be the same in future as well. कि जो जब से बनी है और बाद में भी ऐसी बनी रहेगी. 3, that अर्थ इज अबाउट 400, अरे भाई ऊपर क्यों चला गया, अर्थ इज अबाउट 4000 ईयर्स ओल्ड. और तीसरी क्या बता रही कि 4000 साल पुरानी धरती है. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं था, सिर्फ रिलीजियस लिटरेचर दे दिए थे इन्होंने, और ट्रू नहीं है इसमें कुछ भी. ऑल दिस आइडिया वर स्ट्रांगली चैलेंज ड्यूरिंग द 19th century बेस्ड ऑन ऑब्जर्वेशन made during a sea voyage in a sail ship called HMS Beagle around the world. Charles Darwin concluded that existing living forms share similarity to varying degrees, not only among themselves but also with life forms that existed millions of years ago. Many such life forms do not exist anymore. There had been extinction of different life forms in the years gone by. Just a new form of life arose at different period of history of Earth. There has been gradual evolution of life forms. Any population has built-in variation in characteristics. Those characteristics which enable some to survive better in natural condition, climate, food, physical factors, etc., would outbreed others that are less endowed to survive under such normal condition. Another word uses fitness of the individual or population. The fitness according to Darwin refers to ultimately and only to reproductive fitness. अगर आपके अंदर बच्चे पैदा करने की क्षमता है तभी आप फिट हैं डार्विन के अकॉर्डिंग. Hence, those who are better fit in an environment live more progeny than others. These therefore will survive more and hence are selected by nature. He called it natural selection and implied as a mechanism of evolution. Let us also remember that Alfred Wallace, a natural scientist who worked in Malay archipelago, had also come to similar conclusion around the same time. In due course of time, apparently new type of organism are recognizable. All the existing life form all the existing life form share similarities and share common ancestors. यार क्यों खो रही हूँ मैं बार बार. हाँ ये रहा. Share similar and share all the life existing forms share similarities and share common ancestor. Okay. However, these ancestors were present at different period in the history of Earth, epochs, period and eras. The geological history of Earth closely correlate with the biological history of Earth. A common permissible conclusion is that Earth is very old, not thousands of years as was thought earlier, but billion of years old. थाउजेंड ऑफ ईयर्स तो नहीं है, जैसे मैंने बोला था ना सब गलत है, वो बिलियन ऑफ ईयर्स तो है भी. व्हाट आर द एविडेंस फॉर इवोल्यूशन? क्या आपके पास प्रूफ है? जज साहब पेश कीजिए प्रूफ. एविडेंस दैट इवोल्यूशन ऑफ लाइफ फॉर्म्स has indeed taken place on earth has come from many quarters. Fossils are remained of hard part of life forms found in rocks. Rocks form sediments and a cross section of earth crust indicate the arrangement of sediment one over the other during the long history of earth. Fossils मिले गए. Fossils को evidence बना के proof किया गया. Different age rock sediment contain fossil of different life form who probably died during the formation of the particular sediment. Some of them appear similar to modern organisms. They represent extinct organism, dinosaur. A study of fossil in different sedimentary layer indicate the geological period in which they exist. The study showed that life form varied over time and certain life form are restricted to certain geological time spans. Hence, new form of life have arisen at different times in the history of Earth. All this is called paleontological evidence. Do you remember how the ages of the fossil are calculated? Do you recollect the method of radioactive dating and the principle behind the procedure? इसमें भी क्वेश्चन आता है भाई कभी कभी. Embryological support for evolution was also proposed by Ernst Haeckel. बहुत Ernst आएंगे, Ernst Mayr, Ernst Haeckel. दिमाग में रखना कहाँ पे क्या है. Based upon the observation of certain features during embryonic stage common to all vertebrates that are absent in adult. For example, the embryo of all vertebrates, including human, develop a row of vestigial gestlet just behind the head, but is a functional organ only in fish and not found in any other adult vertebrates. However, this proposal was disapproved on careful study performed by Carl Ernest von Baer. He noted that embryos never pass through the adult stage of other animals. Comparative anatomy and morphology shows similarities and differences among organisms of today and those that existed years ago. ये देखें, छोटा करना पड़ेगा इसको, आएगा नहीं ना पूरा स्क्रीन में. A family tree of dinosaur and their living modern day counterpart organism like crocodiles and birds. Brachiosaurus, Stegosaurus, Archaeopteryx, Crocodylon, Pteranodon, Tyrannosaurus, Triceratops, सब दिखा दिए है आपको, फैमिली ट्री दिखा दिया डायनासोर की। आगे और जानने की जरूरत नहीं है आपको डायनासोर के बारे में, इतना ही बहुत है। आगे बढ़ते हैं। Such similarities can be interpreted to understand whether common ancestor was shared or not. For example, whale, bat, cheetah, and human, all mammals share similarities in the pattern of bones of four limbs. ठीक है, ये क्वेश्चन आएगा, बहुत बार आएगा, नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स। दो these four limbs perform different function in these animals, they have similar anatomical structure. All of them have humerus, radius, ulna, carpus, metacarpus, and phalanges in their forelimb. Hence, in these animals, the same structure developed along different direction due to adaptation to different needs. This is divergent evolution. And these structures are homologous. Homology indicate common ancestry. Other example are vertebrate, heart or brain. In plant also, the thorn and tendril of Bougainvillea and Cucurbita represent homology. डायग्राम देख लेते हैं, अब आ गया है तो यहाँ पे दिस इज एनिमल वाला लिम्ब वगैरह जो बता रहा था अभी वो, ठीक है, और ये है प्लांट वाला। Homology is based on divergent evolution, whereas analogy refers to a situation exactly opposite. Wings of butterfly and of birds look alike. They are not anatomically similar structure, though they perform similar function. Hence, analogous structure are a result of convergent evolution. Differ structures involving for the same function and hence having similarity. Other example of analogy are the eye of the octopus and of mammal or the flipper of penguin and dolphin. ये याद कर लेना, ठीक है, ये आते हैं एग्जाम्पल्स वगैरह इसके। One can say that it is similar habitat that has resulted in selection of similar adaptive features in different groups of organisms, but toward the same function. Sweet potato root modification, potato stem modification is another homology. In the same line of argument, similarity in protein and gene performing a given function among diverse organisms give clues to common ancestry. These biochemical similarities point to the same shared ancestry as structural similarities among diverse organisms. Man has bred selected plants and animals for agriculture, horticulture, support or security. Man has domesticated support or security. Man has domesticated many wild animals and crops. This intensive breeding program has created breeds that differ from other breeds, example dog, but still are of the same group. It is argued that if within hundred of years man could create new breed, could not nature have done the same over million of years? Another interesting observation supporting evolution by natural selection comes from England in a collection of moths made in 1850, that is before industrialization. Such it was observed that there were more white-winged moths on tree than dark-winged or melanized moth. However, in the collection carried out from the same area, but after industrialization, that is in 1920, there were more dark-winged moth in the same area. That is, the proportion was resolved. Okay. पहले जब पॉल्यूशन नहीं था, इंडस्ट्रीज नहीं थी तो पॉल्यूशन नहीं था, ठीक है, तो वाइट विंग वाले ज्यादा थे। अब पॉल्यूशन हो गया तो डार्क विंग वाले ज्यादा हो गए, यानी बचे कौन से बच पा रहे हैं, जो उस सरफेस पे नहीं दिख रहे, यानी इसमें बेटर दिखाया गया है। इन अनपॉल्यूनेटेड एरिया दिस वन इज सर्वाइव्ड एंड इन पॉल्यूनेटेड एरिया दिस वन इज सर्वाइव्ड. The explanation put forth for this observation that was predator will spot a moth against a contrasting background. During post-industrialization period, the tree trunk become dark during industrialization, smoke and soot. Under this condition, the white-winged moth did not survive due to predators. Dark-winged or melanized moth survived. Before industrialization set in, thick growth of almost white-colored lichen covered the trees. In that background, the white-winged moth survived, but the dark-colored moth were picked out by predators. Do you know that lichen can be used as industrial pollution indicators? They will not grow in areas that are polluted, hence moths that were able to camouflage themselves, that is hide in the background, survived. This understanding is supported by the fact that in areas where industrialization did not occur, example in rural areas, the count of melanic moth was low. This showed that in a mixed population, those that can better adapt survive and increase in population size. Remember that no variant is completely wiped out. Similarly, excess use of herbicide, pesticide, etc. has only resulted in selection of resistant varieties in a much lesser time scale. This is also true for microbes against which we employ antibiotics or drug against eukaryotic cell organism cell. Hence, resistant gene cell are appearing in a time scale of months or years and not centuries. These are example of evolution by anthropogenic action. This also tells us that evolution is not directed process in the sense of determinism. It is a stochastic process based on chance event in nature and change in mutation in the organism. बेसिकली जो अडेप्ट करेगा ना वही जी पाएगा, वरना कोई नहीं जी सकता. काफी टॉपिक हैं अभी तो. चले जी यार, पता नहीं मौसम कैसा हो रहा है या क्या है, बट आई एम फीलिंग सो स्लीपी दीज डेज. यानी सोने के बाद भी नींद आए ना तो वो मैं हूँ दीज डेज. क्या वैसे भी आई एम अ पोलर बियर टाइप ऑफ अ पर्सन जो हाइबरनेशन में चला जाए. यार ये ब्लर से वो क्यों नहीं हो रहा, अब तो रोक दिया मैंने इसे, हो गया. What is adaptive radiation? During his journey, Darwin went to Galapagos Island. There he observed an amazing diversity of creatures of particular interest. Small black bird, later called Darwin finches, amazed him. He realized that there were many varieties of finches in the same island. All the varieties he conjectured evolved on the island itself from the original seed-eating features. Many other forms with altered beak arose, enabling them to become insectivorous and vegetarian finches. This process of evolution of different species in a given geographical area, starting from a point and literally radiating to other areas of geography, habitat, is called adaptive radiation. Darwin finches represent one of the best example of this phenomena. Another example is Australian marsupial. A number of marsupial, each different from the other, evolved from an ancestral stock, but all within the Australian island continent, when more than one adaptive radiation appear to have occurred in an isolated area representing different habitats. One can call this convergent evolution. Placental mammal in Australia also exhibit adaptive radiation in evolving into varieties of such placental mammal, each of which appear to be similar to a corresponding marsupial, placental wolf and Tasmanian wolf marsupial. फिगर्स देख लेते हैं. डार्विन ने क्या देखा कि जो फिंचिस, डार्विन फिंचिस नाम दिया गया उन्हें, इन सब की जो है ना, यार इतना ब्लर क्यों हो रहा है आज, चोच अलग अलग है. और ये किस बेसिस पे है, जिस टाइप का ये दाना चुगती हैं, यानी द सीड्स ऑन विच द फीड, उसके अकॉर्डिंग इन्होंने अपनी चोच में मॉडिफिकेशन कर ली. ठीक है, आता है क्वेश्चन डार्विन फिंचेस, व्हाट इज डार्विन फिंचेस, स्टेटमेंट्स कुछ भी आ जाता है उठ के, तो ध्यान में रखना. मार्सूपियल ऑस्ट्रेलियन, ये भी आता है. ठीक है, कभी कभी तो ऐसा आ जाता है कि सारे नाम दे देंगे, ये टाइगर कैट, बैंडेड एंटीएटर मार्सूपियल, कंगारू वॉमकॉट, बैंडिकुइट कोयला मार्सूपियल मोल, शुगर ग्लाइडर, और ऊपर वाले का क्या नाम है, बड़ा ब्लर हो रहा है यार, बदतमीजी, तास्मेनियन वॉल्फ नाम है शायद इसका. हो जा ठीक. हाँ, रिफ्रेश मार दें क्या एक बार? नहीं रहने दो यार, पूरा PDF हो जाएगी। टास्मेनियम वॉल्फ ही नाम है। हाँ, तो मैं क्या बता रही थी कि पूरे में ना ऐसे लिख देंगे और एक दो नाम उसके दूसरे वाले रख देंगे जो नॉर्मल वाले हैं, और फिर कहेंगे कि बताओ इसमें से कौन सा ऑस्ट्रेलियन या फिर मार्सुपियल रेडिएशन शो करता है, ऐसे करके। तो उसमें से आपको सिलेक्ट करके निकालने पड़ेंगे कौन कौन करता है, कौन कौन नहीं करता। ये वाले भी ऑस्ट्रेलियन मार्सुपियंस, ठीक है। ये नॉर्मल वाले हैं और ये जो है दूसरे वाले हैं, ये ऑस्ट्रेलियन वाले हैं। तो इसको भी सबको नाम दिमाग में रखने हैं, इम्पोर्टेंट। Biological evolution. Evolution by natural selection, in a true sense, would have started when cellular form of life with differences in metabolic capability originated on Earth. The essence of Darwinian theory about evolution is natural selection. The rate of appearance of new form is linked to the life cycle or the lifespan. Microbes that divide fast have the ability to multiply and become millions of individual within hours. A colony of bacteria, say a growing on a given medium, has built-in variation in terms of ability to utilize a feed component. A change in the medium composition would bring out only that part of the population, say we, that can survive under new condition. In due course of time, this is बड़ा कर लेते यार हम। In due course of time, this variant population outgrows the other and appear as new species. This would happen within days. For the same thing to happen in a fish or fowl would take millions of years, as lifespan of these animals are in years. Here we say that fitness of B is better than that of A under the new condition. Natural select for fitness. One must remember that the so-called fitness is based on characteristics which are inherited. Hence, there must be genetic basis for getting selected and to evolve. Another way of saying the same thing is such that some organisms are better adapted to survive in an otherwise hostile environment. Adaptive ability is inherited. It has a genetic basis. Fitness is the end result of the ability to adapt and select by nature. Branching descent and natural selection are the two key concepts of Darwinian theory of evolution. Even before Darwin, a French naturalist Lamarck had said that evolution of life forms had occurred but driven by use and disuse of organs. He gave the example of giraffe who, in an attempt to forage leaves on tall trees, had to adapt by elongation of their necks as they passed on their acquired character of elongated neck to succeeded generation. Giraffes slowly over the years came to acquire long necks. Nobody believed this conjecture anymore. उन्होंने क्या एग्जाम्पल दिया कि जो फोरेज लीव्स ऑन टॉल ट्रीज हैड टू अडॉप्ट elongation of their long neck. जिराफ की गर्दन इसलिए लंबी हुई क्योंकि उसको जो खानी होती थी पत्तियां वो लंबे पेड़ों पर होती थी, और उसने फिर ये एक्वायर कर लिया करेक्टर और फिर ये इनहेरिटेड भी होने लगा। नहीं नहीं, दिस इज नॉट अ वैलिड एक्सप्लेनेशन। याद है, नोबडी बिलीव्स दिस कंजेक्चर एनी मोर। उन्होंने डिसअप्रूव कर दिया कि ऐसा कोई सच नहीं है। इज इवोल्यूशन इज अ प्रोसेस और द रिजल्ट ऑफ अ प्रोसेस। ये तो अभी भी क्वेश्चन है कि इवोल्यूशन एक प्रोसेस है या फिर एक प्रोसेस का रिजल्ट है। The world we see in animate is only the success story of evolution. When we describe the story of this world, we describe evolution as a process. On the other hand, when we describe the story of life on earth, we treat evolution as a consequence of a process called natural selection. We are still not very clear whether to regard evolution and natural selection as the processes or the end of unknown processes. अभी भी क्लियर नहीं है। It is possible that the work of Thomas Malthus on population influenced Darwin. Natural selection is based on certain observations which are factual. For example, natural resources are limited, population are stable in size, except for seasonal fluctuation. Members of a population vary in characteristics. In fact, no two individuals are alike, even though they look superficially similar. Most of variation are inherited, etc. The fact that theoretically population size will grow exponentially if everybody reproduce maximally, this fact can be seen in a growing bacterial population. And the fact that population sizes in reality are limited means that there had been competition for resources. Only some survived and grew at the cost of others that could not flourish. The novelty and brilliant insight of Darwin was this: he asserted that variation which are heritable and which make resource utilization better for few adapted to habitat better will enable only those to reproduce and leave more progeny. Hence, for a period of time over many generations, survivor will leave more progeny, and there would be a change in population characteristic, and hence new form appear to arise. Mechanism of evolution. What is the origin of this variation? How does speciation occurs? Even though Mendel had talked of inheritable vectors influence phenotype, Darwin either ignored these observations or kept silence. In the first decade of 20th century, Hugo de Veris, based on his work on evening primrose, brought forth the idea of mutation, large difference arising suddenly in a population. He believed that it is a mutation which causes evolution and not the minor variation heritable that Darwin talk about. Mutation are random and directionless, while Darwinian variation are small and directional. Evolution for Darwin was gradual, while De Vries believes mutation cause speciation and hence called it saltation, single step large mutation. Studies in population genetics later brought out some clarity. ठीक है, बता दिया है बेसिकली। इसमें तो इस पे क्वेश्चन आता है, सिंगल स्टेप लार्ज म्यूटेशन सॉल्टेशन क्या होती है, पीवाई क्यों आया हुआ है, ठीक है। और उसको लगता था कि भाई म्यूटेशन ही है जो इवोल्यूशन है एक कॉज है। पूरा चैप्टर ना कंफ्यूजन में ही रहता है ये कि ये सही है किसी के अकॉर्डिंग बट गलत है किसी और के अकॉर्डिंग। सो इनऑर्गेनिक जैसी केमिस्ट्री हो जाती है यहाँ पर, थोड़ा ध्यान रखें, एक ही चैप्टर की बात रहती है वैसे ही वाली। बाकी आगे बढ़ते हैं। नेक्स्ट इज हार्डी वेंगबर्ग प्रिंसिपल, काइंड ऑफ अ न्यूमेरिकल टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन आ जाता है कभी कभी। In a given frequency, one can find out the frequency of in a given population, one can find out the frequency of occurrence of alleles of a gene or a locus. This frequency is supposed to remain fixed and even remain the same through generations. Hardy-Weinberg principle stated it using algebraic equation. This principle says that allele frequency in a population are stable and is constant from generation to generation. The gene pool, total gene and their allele in a population remain a constant. This is called genetic equilibrium. Sum total of all the allelic frequency is 1. Individual frequency, for example, can be named PQ, etc. In a diploid, P and Q represent frequency of allele A and allele A, यानी small वाला और capital वाला. The frequency of A individually in a population is similarly P square. This is simply stated that in another way, that is the probability that an allele A with the frequency of P appear on both the chromosome of a diploid individual is similarly the product of the probabilities, that is P square. Similarly, of A square of A 2PQ, hence P square 2PQ Q square equals to 1. Basically ये equation याद कर लो, इतनी बकवासबाजी का कोई मतलब नहीं है। This is a biological expression of P plus Q whole square when frequency measure differ from an expected values. The difference direction indicate the extent of evolutionary change. Disturbance in genetic equilibrium or Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, that is change of frequency of allele in a population, would then be interpreted as resulting in evolution. 5 factors are known to affect Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. These are gene migration, gene flow, genetic drift, mutation, gene recombination, and natural selection. When migration of a section of a population to another place and population occurs, gene frequency change in the original as well as in the new population. New gene allele are added to the new population and these are lost from old population. There would be a gene flow if this gene migration happens multiple times. If the same change occur by chance. It is called genetic drift. Sometimes the gene in allele frequency is so different in the new sample of population that they become a different species. The original drifted population become founders and the effect is called founder effect. Microbial experiments show that pre-existing advantages mutation when resulted will result in observation of new phenotype over few generations. This would result in speciation. Natural selection is a process in which heritable variation enabling better survival and are unable to reproduce and leave greater number of progeny. A critical analysis makes us believe that variation due to mutation or variation due to recombination during gametogenesis or due to gene flow or genetic drift result in a change frequency of gene and alleles in future generation coupled to enhance reproductive success. Natural selection make it look like different population. Natural selection can be lead to stabilization in which more individual acquire mean character value. Directional change, more individual acquire value other than the mean character value, or disruption, more individual acquire peripheral character value at both end of the distributional curve. डायग्राम में देख लीजिए, डायग्राम बेस्ड क्वेश्चन काफी बार आया है इसका. ये है डिसरप्टिव, दो पीक मिलते हैं इसमें. दिस वन इज डायरेक्शनल, peak shift in one direction, and this one is stabilizing, peak get higher and narrower. क्वेश्चन आता है इस पर न्यूमेरिकल फॉर्म पे भी बन के आ जाता है और डायग्रामेटिकली भी आ जाता है, तो दिमाग में रखना. A brief account of evolution. About 2 billion years ago, the first cellular form of life appeared on Earth. 2 billion or 2000 billion is the same thing. The mechanism of how non-cellular aggregate of giant macromolecule could evolve into cells with a membranous envelope is not known. Some of these cells had the ability to release O2. The reaction could have been similar to the light reaction in photosynthesis, where water is split with the help of solar energy captured and channelized by appropriate light harvesting pigment. Slowly, single-celled organisms become multicellular life form. By the time of 500 million years ago, invertebrates were formed and active jawless fish probably evolved around 350 Maya. Seaweeds and few plants existed probably around 320 Maya. We are told that the first organisms that invaded land were plants. They were widespread on land when animals invaded land. Fish with stout and strong fins could move on land and go back to water. This was about 350 Maya. In 1938, a fish caught in South Africa happened to be coelacanth, which was thought to be extinct. These animals called lobefins evolved into the first amphibian that live on Earth on both land and water. There are no specimens of these left with us. However, these were ancestors of modern day frog and salamanders. The amphibian evolved into reptiles. They lay thick shelled eggs which do not dry up in sun, unlike those of amphibians. Again, we only see their modern day descendant, the turtle, tortoise, and crocodile. In the next 200 million years or so, reptiles of different shapes and size dominated on Earth. Giant ferns, pteridophytes were present, but they all fell to form cold deposits slowly. Some of these land reptiles went back into water to evolve into fish-like reptiles probably 200 million years ago. Example, Ichthyosaurus. The land reptile were of course the dinosaur. The biggest of them, that is Tyrannosaurus rex, was about 20 feet in height and had huge fearsome dagger-like teeth. About 650 Maya, the dinosaurs suddenly disappeared from the earth. We do not know the true reason. Some say climatic changes killed them. Some say most of them evolved into birds. The truth may lie in between. Small size रेप्टाइल ऑफ दैट एरा स्टिल एग्जिस्ट. मैं कह रही हूँ ना जी, इन्हें भी खुद क्लियर नहीं है कि क्या हुआ है क्या नहीं हुआ है इस चैप्टर में. बस हो गया है जो हुआ है. अभी इन वाली फिगर्स की डिस्क्रिप्शन आई नहीं है थ्योरी में, पहले ही फिगर्स दे रखे हैं. The first mammal were like shrews. Their fossils are small size. Mammal were viviparous and protected their unborn protected their unborn young inside the mother's body. Mammals were more intelligent in sensing and avoiding danger. At least when reptile came down, mammal took over this earth. There were in South America mammals resembling horse, hippopotamus, bear, rabbit, etc. Due to continental drift, when South America joined North America, these animals were overridden by North America fauna. Due to the same continental drift, poached mammals of Australia survived because of lack of competition from any other mammal. Lest we forget, some mammals like wholly in water whales, dolphins, seal, and sea cow are some example. Evolution of horse, elephant, dog, etc. Special stories of evolution. You will learn about these in higher classes. The most successful story is the evolution of man with language skill and self-consciousness. A rough sketch of evolution of life form. Their times on a geological scale are indicated in 6.9 6.10 फिगर. अब देख लेते हैं हम फिगर दोनों. लास्ट ईयर ही क्वेश्चन आया था इस वाली फिगर पे, इस फिगर पे आया था या आई गेस नीचे वाली पे आया था. दोनों में से किसी एक पे आया था और इसमें ज़्यादा ध्यान देते नहीं है लोग. सोचते हैं इससे क्या ही क्वेश्चन आ जाएगा. नीचे वाली पे आया था, नीचे वाली. बट इसको भाई ध्यान में रखो अगर इससे क्वेश्चन आ रहा है तो. पैलियोजोइक वो तो सेक्शन बी में आया था जो ऑप्शन था तो बच्चों ने छोड़ दिया था. मीजोइक, सेनोजोइक, ठीक है. और ये सारे भी ध्यान में रखो कि क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं. मतलब रटो नहीं तो पढ़ तो लो, याद तो वैसे भी नहीं रहने वाले. अजीब अजीब से नाम है, कार्बोनिफेरस, डेवोनियन, सिलोरियन. तो दिमाग में रखो कि कहाँ पे क्या है और कहाँ पे, क्योंकि क्वेश्चन थोड़ा सा दिमाग में रखने से भी बन सकता है. ठीक है, ये हम सबको ही पता है, जितने नीट एस्पिरेंट है दे ऑल नो कि हाँ भाई ऐसा होता है कि अगर थोड़ा सा भी याद होता है तो क्वेश्चन बन जाता है. तो बस दिमाग में रखनी है चीज़. कितना छोटा करवाएगा भाई, आ ही नहीं रहा. रिप्रेजेंटेटिव इवोल्यूशनरी हिस्ट्री ऑफ वर्टिब्रेट थ्रू जियोलॉजिकल पीरियड. हाँ, इससे क्वेश्चन आया ये वाला. साइनेप्साइड्स और सोरेप्सिड्स, साइनेप्सिड्स एंड सोरेप्सिड्स. ठीक है, तो ये भी भाई पूरा याद रखना दिमाग में. दिस और आगे जाके कौन क्या बना, दिस एज वेल. वापस से हम नॉर्मल साइज में आ जाते हैं. एक्स्ट्रा नॉर्मल हो गया है भाई साहब, एक्स्ट्रा लार्ज. अरे अरे अरे, आज लैपटॉप पागल हो गया मेरा. ओरिजिन एंड इवोल्यूशन ऑफ मैन, आदमी कैसे बना. About 15 Maya primate called Dryopithecus ramapithecus were existed. They were hairy and walked like gorillas, chimpanzees. Ramapithecus were more man-like, while Dryopithecus was more ape-like. Question आते हैं जो जो underline कर दूँ. Few fossil of man-like bones have been discovered in Ethiopia and Tanzania. These revealed hominid feature leading to believe that about 3-4 Maya man-like primate walk in eastern Africa. They were probably not taller than 4 feet but walked upright. 2 Maya Australopithecines probably lived in East African grassland. Evidence showed that they hunted with stone weapons but essentially ate fruit. Some of the bones among the bones discovered were different. This creature was called the first human-like being, the hominid, and was called Homo habilis. The brain capacity was between 650 to 800. बहुत बार match the following type question आ जाता है. They probably did not eat meat. Fossil discovered in Java in 1891 revealed the next stage, that is Homo erectus, about 1.5 Maya. Homo erectus had a large brain around 900 cc. Homo erectus probably ate meat. The Neanderthal man with a brain size of 1400 cc lived near East and Central Asia between 1 lakh to 40,000 years back. They used hide to protect their body and buried their dead. Homo sapiens arose in Africa and moved across continent and developed into distinct races during Ice Age between 75,000 to 10,000 years ago. Modern Homo sapiens arose. Prehistoric cave art developed about 18,000 years ago. One such cave painting by prehistoric human can be seen at Bhimbetka Rock Shelter in origin distinct of MP. Agriculture came around 10,000 years back and human settlement started. The rest of what happened is a part of human history of growth and decline of civilization. ये दिखाया गया है एक चिंपैंजी, बेबी चिंपैंजी और हमारा कंपैरिजन, अडल्ट मॉडर्न ह्यूमन बीइंग, बेबी चिंपैंजी एंड अडल्ट चिंपैंजी. द स्कल ऑफ baby chimpanzee is more like adult human skull than adult chimpanzee skull. कंपैरिजन देख लीजिए दोनों का. इस पर क्वेश्चन आता नहीं है वैसे स्कल स्कल वाले सीन पे. Summary: the origin of life on Earth can be understood only against the background of origin of universe, especially Earth. Most scientists believe chemical evolution, that is formation of biomolecule, preceded the appearance of the first cellular form of life. The subsequent events as to what happened to the first form of life is a conjectured story based on Darwinian ideas of organic evolution by natural selection. By natural selection, diversity of life form on Earth has been changing over millions of years. It is generally believed that variation in a population result in a variable fitness. Other phenomena like habitat fragmentation and genetic drift may accentuate these variation, leading to appearance of new species and hence evolution. Homology is accounted for by the idea of branching descent. Study of comparative anatomy, fossil and comparative biochemistry provide evidence for evolution. Among the story of evolution of individual species, the story of evolution of modern man is most interesting and appear to be parallel evolution of human brain and language. यहाँ होता है हमारा चैप्टर डन. और क्विज अटेंड कीजिए भाई, क्विज इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द रिवीजन एज वेल. लेक्चर देखें, क्विज अटेंड करें, आराम से क्वेश्चन बनेंगे एनसीईआरटी बेस्ड, तो ऐसे मक्खन जैसे बन जाएंगे, कोई दिक्कत वाली बात नहीं होगी. ठीक है, और पढ़ते रहिए, बने रहिए चैनल पे, लाइक कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, शेयर भी कीजिए, और इस साल सिलेक्शन कंफर्म कीजिए.